game, I guarantee. Is this fun or what?
This is why you lift all that weight.
Get the popcorn ready. Here we go.
You know what time the game starts?
Blue 58 clear.
My dreams have come true, and then some.
Pumps it over the middle. Touchdown!
Yeah.
I always dreamed of playing pro football. I never dreamed of winning the Super Bowl.
The big Lombardi trophy is coming home.
Boy, I could sure use a hot dog with chili. You think God never farted?
And we got a dandy brewing.
I tell you, that's the best tackle of the day.
I got to see this. This Favre out here. Brett Favre.
I'd like to think I'm pretty exciting, and I'd like to think I put on a show.
He flipped it into the end zone backhand.
What a lunge by Brett Favre. I've never seen anything like it. This is the best thing that's happened in Green Bay in a long time.
Woo! Gotta love it. Can you believe they passed for it?
We're in Hancock County, which is the county right next to Louisiana. And this is called Rotten Bayou. I was born and raised right here. It was, I think, a wonderful place to grow up. Ever since I can remember dreaming, and I dreamed of either being a Major League Baseball player or an NFL football player, and I envisioned playing with the Dallas Cowboys or the New Orleans Saints. I can think of watching games on Sunday and then going out after the game and playing in the yard with my brothers and imitating Archie Manning or Roger Staubach.
Well, the Cowboys need a miracle. Roger, he's going long. Down the near sideline for Drew Pearson. Pearson makes the catch at the 5, touchdown!
It was funny because I'd always dreamt of playing in a Super Bowl in New Orleans, and my first Super Bowl was in New Orleans.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Super Bowl 31 at the Superdome in New Orleans.
So it kind of happened the way I dreamed it.
Blue 58 clear.
Back goes Brett to throw. Here they come. He's got time. He's throwing it downfield. He's got him wide open. It is going to be a touchdown to Alvin Rising. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is coming home where it started.
My dad was a high school football coach well before I was born. I was always a manager, a ball boy, water boy, whatever. So that was all I knew. I was pretty mischievous, and when we were little, while my dad was practicing after school, we would go sneak into the cafeteria and steal milk. We'd sneak in the locker room, we'd steal Gatorade, or we'd steal his jocks and socks and all this stuff because we wanted to be like the grown-ups. I wish I could go back and play Little League. Just think if you could go back this size and play 5th and 6th grade. Line up a tailback. My first football game, my first play, I was a receiver actually, not a quarterback. Jumped up, caught the ball, fell on the ball, and then I started crying, told my dad I didn't want to play that position.
This receiving is tough.
So I ended up playing quarterback, and I scored a touchdown. When I did, my pants was pulled down. And at that time, I was wearing underwear, not a jock. And so everyone got to see a full moon.
My first game ever, 5th grade jamboree, 3 touchdowns running. I got in the end zone, the guy pulled my pants down.
Pretty funny now, it's pretty embarrassing back then. My dad was my coach. I had an opportunity to play for him, as did my other 2 brothers.
Second group, let's go.
I think it was fun. Other guys seem to think that he was too hard on me or this or that, but I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for him and the style of coaching he gave me.
Captains for tonight's game, for Hancock North Central, number 10, Brett Favre.
He was a little tough on me, but it was what I wanted to do. When I woke up every morning, football was in my mind. When I went to sleep every night, that's what I thought about.
Favre carried it in for a touchdown.
Look at me, kid. Look at this, kid. High school. Take a look. Woo! I'm on. You lucky I ain't light like I used to be.
838 power pitchers that play in high school, and I was the lead blocker.
We didn't throw the ball very much as a high school football team, so my dad had to fight recruiters to come take a look at me.
Southern Mississippi, 2 days before the signing date, gave me a call and said the guy that they had wanted backed out and went to a school in Florida, and that now they had an opening for me. You know, a small school, and we had a good schedule, playing Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, those type of schools.
Southern Miss put a freshman in at quarterback, Brett Favre, and Favre shows some cool on this one, finding Chris McGee for the touchdown.
Gets away from Washington. He's going to throw it as far as he can down the field. It is tipped and caught by Tillman. Tillman at the 20. Touchdown USL. Brett Favre threw it as far as he could. Holy cow!
It was July 14th of 1990. Was going into what I'd hoped to be, like a Heisman Trophy senior season, and was hoping that would propel me into the NFL. I was coming home. I was actually coming here. It was a sharp curve. Probably was going faster than I should have been, but I'd done that a million times and caught the shoulder of the dirt and just lost control and tried to pull it back on the road. And when I did and went off the other side, flipped 3 times and hit a pine tree. I came away with 30 inches of intestines being removed, fractured vertebrae in my back, numerous cuts and bruises. They said, well, why don't you just take a redshirt year and just sit out and come back the following year. And I said, well, this is supposed to be my year. And I think if I can come back and prove to everyone that if I can play after everything that's happened, then I can play any time. And they said, well, it won't be done. I mean, you're just in too bad a shape.
We want to get this clear now. Brett Favre will start.
So I proved them wrong and came back and played, and we played Alabama that day and beat them.
The Southern Miss Golden Eagles have scored. He's coming to the ball game in the back. Nash to the end zone. He's caught for the touchdown. What a touch. Brett read the blitz and put it right on the money.
Atlanta has selected Brett Favre, quarterback, Southern Mississippi.
Going through so many ups and downs, it was something special. I was pretty excited about it.
Atlanta has selected Brett Favre, quarterback, Southern Mississippi.
I was 20 years old. I had all this money and a lot of time. I had friends from high school who lived there. My brother was living with me. We went and played golf every day, and we went out at night. I showed up for meetings and did everything I was asked to do, but there was no interest there. I was never really given a chance other than playing a little bit in preseason.
Where's Mississippi? Is he throwing spirals? He throws spirals, we're going to have a damn party. Mississippi, you're not going to play tonight? I will. I tell you what, we got to have 2 plane wrecks and 4 quarterbacks go down, and you're it.
The old saying, opposite attracts. That's true. Me and Jerry were too much alike. Atlanta wasn't big enough for the two of us. And obviously he had a lot more power than I had, so I was gone and he stayed.
I was pretty excited about it. I thought that it would give me an opportunity to play. It's funny because I said, where in the world is Green Bay? I knew it was somewhere north, and I had no clue where. I couldn't point to it on a map. And I knew that it was cold. I was just like, I can't believe I'm going to be playing this cold weather.
Hands are frozen. Your hands are frozen? Are your feet frozen?
Yeah.
Well, while you're out there real cold, just think of me. I'll be right by that heater over there, okay?
It was the third game of the year playing Cincinnati. Don Mikowski was the starter.
And Mikowski is down and hurting, Max. He is hurting. Somehow he got his leg twisted, and he is hurting. And the trainers are out there now.
I came in, and I think we were down 17-3.
I played horrible. I was fumbling, I had dropped interceptions, everything. Every time I dropped back, I was just kind of, it was like a Chinese fire drill. And then at the end of the game, Mike called some basic plays, and he kept repeating them, and it worked.
Got to go downfield, folks, with 1:01 to go in the game. Favre steps up in the pocket, throws long outfield. There's Sterling Sharp. He caught it. He's at the 50 down to the 47-yard line. You got to hurry. Come on. Favre goes straight back in the pocket. Now he pumps it. Now he's going to the end zone. There's a man. He's wide open. Touchdown. It is caught by the wide open. And it is Kitley Taylor. And the Packers win it 24-23. How about that? Oh, my goodness.
It was extraordinary. It was unbelievable, especially for my first game.
I'd be the first to admit I didn't really know what was going on. I mean, I had a great first year, finished in the top 5 in the NFL in passing, and went to the Pro Bowl, and all these things took me by storm.
Oh, a great fake. Now he turns and throws long. Sharp's open at the 5. He's over. Down.
And I knew going into my second year how tough it was going to be, and no one else realized that except for Coach Holmgren. And we sat down, and he said, look, it's not going to be as easy as it was. And it wasn't. My stats wasn't as good as the first year, and everyone thought I was going down.
I mean, he's all over the joint here. All over the joint.
Hey, will you settle down, please? Just settle down, nice and easy. Settle down, okay?
I wasn't doubting my abilities. I was just wondering if the people around me were doubting me.
He guns it over the left side.
Now, are you all right?
Yeah.
No more rocket balls, please.
Well, I was chinged up.
No, I know.
And there's been some quarterbacks who struggled and have been pulled and have never played again.
Steve, make the switch. Put in the other quarterback. Come on. Wait a minute. But you know what? He's got to know he's not up here, okay?
Mike was somewhat impatient, and understandably so. He'd left Joe Montana and Steve Young, and they did it basically, the right way, all the time.
Back to throw, Montana. Steps up, throws. Touchdown, 49ers! The 49ers have scored with 34 seconds remaining.
Well, I was still learning not only the terminology, but the reads, and had to play while learning.
You see that? He didn't even think about throwing the double cat. Ask him when he comes over here, okay? Did you think about throwing the double cat? Yeah. You did. Play soft, real soft.
Hard to even explain how hard that playbook was.
We open up the game with 51X spot, flanker cross, red left slot. What do you expect on the first snap, coverage-wise, you think? Okay, if they push too hard now to Robert, we come back to the tight end, right?
All right.
Okay. If they hug us up, we'll go back to the backside. Give the tight end every chance on that. Don't come off too early. Don't see any ghosts out there, though. Let the receiver make the play. Okay.
We have about 2,000 plays we have to learn.
Hey, the first one, we're going to go west right slot, 2 jet all go. Then we're going to line up solo right, 22 ZN on 1. Ready?
Mike was tough on me, but he was fair.
You all right? I cop. It's a tough place to get the ball. I know. I cop.
The coaches that he hired for me couldn't have been better. Mooch, and Andy, and Marty. Just great guys to work for.
You know what, Andy? I love you, man.
I can tell you numerous times that not only Andy, Mooch, Marty, those guys always would take a lot of the heat for me.
What happened on the screen? Why'd we run that?
That's me.
Why?
That's me.
Why is it you?
That's me. I sent in the wrong thing.
The formation?
Blue right, F short. I sent.
He covered for me. Probably Mike knew too. He's no fool, but somebody had to get yelled at. Fortunately, it was them most of the time.
Green 18 for the set.
And here is Favre straight back in the pocket. Here they come. He just gets rid of it to the corner. Touchdown! Sterling Sharp!
Do you feel like you got him beat? Take your corner. If he's running with you like this, square it out.
Underspeed fire, runs, throws it downfield, wide open. Keith Jackson to the 10, to the 5, high steps, touchdown.
How about far west left slot pass, 396D Omaha. All right, 396, go. Make it happen.
He goes straight back in the pocket, got a little time, going to the corner, there he is. And a great Brett Favre throw.
Early in my career, you don't have any footage of me suggesting something and him saying, hey, go make it happen. You know, he would have said, hey, knucklehead, shut up.
Like the openers? Like the openers?
What?
You like them? The openers?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and help you a little bit today. Okay.
25 years since the Packers had been to the playoffs. I mean, all of a sudden we go on a regular basis.
Now Favre running to the right. Favre is on the run. Favre is down the sidelines. Favre, touchdown! He dived into the end zone.
Unbelievable. What a play. What a way to get this team into the playoffs. This is the best thing that's happened in Green Bay in a long time.
Man, it's been 25 years. Okay? It's been 25 years. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
We hear year in and year out where players and coaches don't get along. A change of scenery for the player or the coach will work wonders. I never had to worry about that. It was always a peaceful environment. Yeah, you got your butt chewed from time to time, but there's nothing wrong with that. It made me a better player.
What a throw by Brett Favre.
Every guy approaches a game differently. Some bang their heads against the locker. Some are quiet. They hide before a game. Some have to get there 6 hours before, can't eat.
Boy, I could sure use a hot dog with chili.
I got some cheeseburgers at half, too. Where are they? In my locker, I'm going to grab them.
I know when we started playing the game or leading up to it or in practice, I like to joke around, have guys feel relaxed.
You think God never farted?
I want to get freaky with you.
Every move you make.
I think every player needs music to kind of, get you going before a game.
Before the game all the time, they'll play this band right here. Lawrence Welk plays Pretty Paper, Pretty Ribbon of Blue. It's always a good one to get fired up to.
Never know, man.
I mean, it's all about having fun anyway.
YMCA.
And we rely on each other.
Keep on going, don't stop.
To another.
If you play tight, it makes you lose focus and forget things. And if you just play loose like you do in the backyard, that's what got you there.
Keith Jackson, just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I got to stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
And Darrell Thompson is tackled in the end zone by Brett Favre.
I tell you, it's the best tackle of the day.
Cuts it up, touchdown Edgar Bennett. Brett Favre is on top of him in the end zone again.
Coach Holmgren told me if I did any more, it's a $5,000 fine. So obviously I just kind of run to the sidelines now and tackle someone on the sidelines maybe. He was just scared that I would hurt either one of our guys or myself.
Fight, look. Fight. Uh-oh, they're bringing out a girl now. You know you're bad when you get escorted out and you're a woman.
Now we got some pushing and shoving going on as well. Brett Favre, somebody got in Brett's face on that play.
Brett doesn't back down from anybody.
Now that's Brett. Favre, he baits people and he gets in people's face. Brett Favre is a baiting mother.
That's all you got, Bill. Hey, that's all you got.
And I don't go into a game saying I'm going to start a fight today. But if someone pushes me around and starts talking a little smack, then I'm going to talk it back. With my dad coaching football and being around my two brothers and always competing against each other, none of us ever wanted to be the one to give in. We never would hold up the white flag, and that's the way I play football.
What a play by Brett Favre. He shoveled the ball forward as he was going down.
that urge to go out and play better than everyone else, regardless of the situation. We're ahead, if we're behind, I don't play the game any differently.
Here they roll to the right, and Favre with the ball now comes back inside. Favre is running. Favre has a touchdown.
I don't look at it as, okay, I'm going to this game, everything's going to be perfect. If I get rushed, I'll just throw it away. You make most of your big plays when you leave the pocket.
Brett Favre on the roll to the right, looking now, goes back to the left. He can run. No, he's still with the ball, and he is caught from behind, got away. Still throwing the touchdown. Holy cow!
I'm not the perfect pocket passer who came out of college, molded for the NFL.
Here's Brett, straight back in the pocket. Brett, on a count, is going to run with the ball now, throws it.
I'll make a lot of things happen, whether it's throwing the ball underhand.
Such heads-up veteran play by Brett Favre.
Behind my back.
He flipped it into the end zone, backhand.
Diving over people.
What a lunge by Brett Favre. I've never seen anything like it, Jim.
Blocking, whatever it takes, I'm willing to do that to win.
I'll tell you what, Brett Favre is the creative quarterback. He just creates plays.
Shovels it forward. Oh, touchdown!
When I was playing touch football growing up and we'd be out in the yard playing, there'd be 10 guys wide open. But I'd always throw the guy who was covered because that was the hard one to do.
Favre looking, now comes to the end zone, in traffic. Oh, I don't know. Ingram caught the ball right between two defenders.
When you complete it, everyone go, woo, that's pretty good. And that's kind of got me in trouble today. A guy looks kind of wide open down the middle, but I know it's a tough pass. I'll try to make it.
58-36. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Second down 11. Quick throw, pick it off, interception.
I don't want to settle for a 2-yard gain. I want to throw a touchdown pass every time I touch the ball.
Hey, let's score every drive. We got to think that way. We really got to think that way.
Favre is back in the pocket. Favre looking as he runs to the left now, throws sidearm downfield. Sharp, touchdown, and a bullet thrown by Brett Favre. Brett breaks out of the pocket and runs off to the right.
Here's the Hail Mary.
Hail Mary towards the end zone. It is a touchdown.
I want to make plays that nobody else can make. And I'll do it on the good side and on the bad side. As long as I'm doing more on the good side, they'll let me play.
Brett Favre's blowing the game open.
A measure of a great quarterback is not how many touchdown passes you throw, how much yardage you throw far, how many people love you. It's what do you do in crunch times.
Favre back to throw. Favre looking. Now Favre running. Come on, run it. He's going to throw it to the end zone. He's open. Sharp. Wide open. Touchdown. Sterling Sharp. Open. He got away with 55 seconds left.
This whole game, sometimes we forget, it's all about going through the playoffs and winning a Super Bowl.
Troy Aikman's the MVP. Your Cowboys are the champions.
You think of the great quarterbacks, it's the ones who have done that, who have gotten through the big games and have performed in the big games.
Super Bowl 19 is in the record books. The 49ers have won it.
Well, here we go again. It's the tradition-bound Green Bay Packers against the upstart Carolina Panthers, and the prize is the Super Bowl. The winner today seeks warm weather in New Orleans 2 weeks down the road.
Blue 58 today.
Here's Brett Favre back to throw. He looks a lot of time going to the end zone. There's Dorsey 11. Touchdown, Dorsey.
Green Bay starts celebrating. We are on our way, the whole state,
To the city of New Orleans.
I think everyone who is familiar with Green Bay football in some way or another thinks they know the tradition. So when I went there, I said, sure, Green Bay football, Bart Starr, Vince Lombardi.
Starr begins the count. Takes the snap. He has the quarterback.
35-10, the Green Bay Packers, coached by Vince Lombardi, win the first Super Bowl game.
Well, we finally come full cycle. The Green Bay Packers are back in the Super Bowl after an absence of 29 years. Today, it's the Packers and the New England Patriots, and the Packers trying to stay unbeaten in Super Bowls. Here is the 2nd down and 9. Brett Favre appears to be changing plays at the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers right. Chimura is the tight end to the right, and back goes Brett to throw. Here they come. He's got time. He's throwing it downfield. He's got him wide open. It is going to be a touchdown to Andre Rison. Rison takes it across the goal line.
Look at Brett Favre coming off the field. He is so happy.
You know, and I just kind of lost it. When I look back at it now, it's kind of embarrassing because I said, that's not me. I was so happy, and I mean, you can't believe how happy and excited I was. I mean, it was like I threw it, I knew it, and I took off. And then he caught it, and I took my helmet off and just went nuts. So if there was ever a time that I was going to throw one out of the dome, that's when it was going to be. And I didn't. I hit him right on stride, and it was a touchdown, 2nd play of the game. It was something special.
Hey, we got some big plays coming. I mean, everybody's open.
This time he's going to go long upfield. There's wide open. Freeman, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25 down the sideline. He's on the way. A long pass play.
What a pass, what a catch, what a run, and the Packers have the lead.
First and goal at the 2-yard line. Everybody in tight for Green Bay. The 2 running backs are Levens and Bennett. Here is a play action fake by Brett. He rolls to the left. He can run in if he wants to. He's going to run to the goal line. Yes, touchdown. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is coming home where it started. World champion, Green Bay Packers.
You were a little bitty boy. You dreamed of playing in the National Football League, and you said, one of these days I'm going to win one of these Super Bowls. And you did it today. And this has got to make you feel like you're on top of the world, even though you are the MVP in the league.
Well, thanks, Terry. I tell you, I want to thank our fans, first of all. Thank the city of New Orleans. You know, we worked very hard for this. We put forth a lot of effort. We went through a lot of tough times. Our team, you guys stuck with us. We want to thank all of you. Thank you.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is coming home. World champion, Green Bay Packers.
Either I fold my tent here and go home and say I left winning the Super Bowl, or I get ready for what's coming up in the next couple of years. Maybe we go back to the Super Bowl. Maybe we're unlucky enough to lose one.
Back goes Brett to throw it. Brett pumping. Brett to the end zone. Touchdown! There's Brett straight back in the pocket. Some time. Going to the end zone. Back there is Antonio Freeman. Touchdown, Packers! On an absolutely gorgeous throw by Brett Favre.
It came down to 25, 30 yards away from tying the ball game.
I'm sure everyone on our sideline was like, he'll do something. He'll make a play, and we're going to win this ball game. And that's the way I felt.
32 seconds left. Brett Favre comes to the line of scrimmage.
I had no doubts going into the last throw of the game that I would win that ball game.
Here is Brett, straight back in the pocket. Got some time. Comes up over the middle. Threw it badly.
But I didn't.
And Denver will win the Super Bowl.
I just don't think I understand that throw by Brett Favre.
Well, he's human.
Yeah, he is.
Kind of shows you're human. Kind of shows that don't wait till the end of the game to win it.
Winning the Super Bowl was a great feeling. It wasn't the greatest feeling of my life, as was losing the Super Bowl. It's not the worst feeling I've ever had. Throughout my career and throughout my life, bad things have happened, along with good things, and you know, I take them both in stride.
The old cliche you hear all the time, he would want me to play. I'd always heard that too, and I never thought I'd have to deal with it. And I sat in my room that night and I said, here I am having to deal with this. And that's the call you never want to hear.
Favre takes, looks to throw, guns the left side of the end zone, and it's diving grab, caught in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay!
That ball could be thrown in one spot in the entire football field, and that's just where it was.
back to throw. Favre. It is he rainbows deep down the middle, going for Walker. Leaping grab, end zone, touchdown!
I knew my dad would want me to play, and I love him so much and love this game, and it's meant a great deal to me, to my dad, and to my family, and I didn't expect this type of performance, but I know he was watching tonight.
Power I formation, right side of Brett Favre. He takes, fakes the handoff, back to throw, looks the end zone. Sidearms right side, and it's touchdown! The ball was tipped. The safety tipped it right over to Bubba Franks, 2 feet away.
Something crazy happened, and it worked out in Green Bay's favor.
Our game was pretty much won. All of a sudden, there was just a loud roar that just kind of continued. And I guess that was as Arizona had gotten close.
Here it is. The season's on the line. McCown, he's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! The Cardinals have knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs.
It's an unbelievable feeling to see our fans and players and everyone just kind of seize the moment.
And the crowd at Lambeau Field has erupted
On the final play of the game in Arizona. I know this is going to sound corny, but somehow, somewhere, up in that skybox high above Lambeau Field, Favre had something to do with what just happened in Arizona.
Thank you, Irv.
My goodness.
My emotions right now, man, I'm numb, to be honest with you. I mean, I've cried as many tears as I possibly could cry. I've been around people who have lost a family member or lost someone close to them, and they say that person's there watching, or the angels, whatever. I would say 2 weeks ago I didn't really believe in that, but I think we better start believing in something. I know that the country, in some respects, was pulling for us. I mean, I miss my dad and will always miss him, and that was a shock not only to me but to a lot of people. I've dealt with it the best way I know how, and that's to play football and play it at a high level. And I knew over time it would feel a little bit better, but I'm still reminded of it every day. It's never going to go away. Not that you want it to.
Drink some first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What we fail to realize sometimes as adults playing in this sport is that it still is a sport. It's a kid's game, and we're fortunate enough to make a lot of money doing it. So I try to treat it as that sport. Sometimes we get caught up in the contract aspect of it, or how many commercials can I do, instead of just enjoying the fact that you're playing.
Once again, let's have a little fun. Let's try to get it in the end zone early.
Hey, I'm just a big kid at heart.
You guys have a challenge. How you doing, kid? How's the soup?
Oh, good.
What time did you cook it? 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
Can't get enough of Super Sugar Chris. And we got a dandy brewing. Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Let's get a little break for Mike Sherman here. Let's get a little Sugar Bear on 3. Look at that face back there. Sugar Bear on 3. 1, 2, 3, Sugar Bear. Woo! We love you, Mike.
I have fun playing the game, period.
Hey, look at Snyder. He looks like the hunchback from Notre Dame. Quasi White Shoes Moto.
I'm going to have fun along the way, otherwise you make it too hard on yourself and your teammates.
Look at that Forrest run. That boy sure is a running fool. My head's getting bigger. These hats are getting smaller. Shut up. Man, them are some tight pants you got on, Bubba.
Buddy, it's just...
Who's our head ref today?
Well, it's Tony Correcti. This is his rookie year.
Oh, we're going to give him some Someone else missed it.
Another shot.
Yeah, we need to fire him. I got some advice for y'all. Take 2 weeks off, then quit.
If you're prepared and ready to play, you let it all go, have fun, relaxed.
What do you think Mike would do if he knew I had a dip right now?
You have one there?
Just ain't the ice capades. Want me to wear those for you? I asked Marty if he'd let me call the plays in the dug.
Those guys, including Mike, they would laugh and sometimes cringe.
How far was that mile run? It was about a mile.
But they knew I was prepared as well as I could be. I was going to give way more than 100%.
Long-ass line, Frank, I'm tired. That's a long-ass run coming out that tunnel.
Yeah, it is.
That line just kept on going.
And so it was like, okay, he's joking around, and you know, maybe this is a serious time, but that's his way of playing the game.
You got 11.
To me, that's the only way to play it. If you're not prepared, you're not going to joke around.
Let's go out and play our game now. Let's go yip cabbage on 3. 1, 2, 3, yip cabbage! All right, here we go.
I don't say it too often. That actually goes back to a guy by the name of Ronnie Hebert. Everyone Gulf Coast of Mississippi knows Ronnie Hebert. He rode his bike everywhere. And his saying was either yep soybeans or yep cabbage.
1, 2, 3, yip cabbage!
They still have no clue what it means. Of course, I don't either.
Well, I was there a total of 7 days, which was a long time, and I'd never been overseas before. It was a lot of fun. It was a total different culture than what I was used to.
What do you think of Japanese girls?
Japanese girls. Oh, I like them.
They took their supposedly the best receiver in Japan. They said, well, throw it like you would in a game. Everyone in the crowd actually had a good time, was laughing. They didn't speak English for the most part, but they were excited about the NFL being promoted internationally.
日本テレビでちょっとロケをしたときに、ファーブ選手、モノマネがすごくうまいんですよ。しかも、スティーブ・ヤングだとか、ジョン・エルウェイだとか。
Well, I'll do one impersonation for you. I'll do my John Elway one.
一つやります。ジョン・エルウェイのモノマネやります。以上です。
Steve Young, this is how he warms up.
スティーブ・ヤングのウォーミングアップの姿。
ファーブさん、あの缶を狙っていただきたいんですけど、大丈夫ですか？あのぐらいの距離。
Try to knock the can off his head. Okay. All right, I'm ready.
松村さん動いちゃダメよ。ロングパス、まっちゃん取ったよ。
すごいな。ど真ん中。
There's Mr. Miyagi up here on the, see him on the board? Oh yeah, wax on, wax off.
I did like Karate Kid, but I was a little bit surprised that he was at one of our games.
How you doing?
You thought I was taller than this, huh?
I thought you were taller than me.
And I was even more surprised he just walked up on the sidelines and started talking to me.
Carry on, baby.
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Hey, how about Mr. Miyagi coming up talking to me?
I think he'd been drinking a little bit.
I love to play the game of football because I think it's the ultimate team sport. Unlike an individual sport, you have to rely on friends in order to win a ball game.
Come on now, hey, we got to use our head, John. Come on, you're better than that.
Favre pumps it over the middle. Touchdown! Oh, what a catch by Robert Brooks.
So it's not a one-man game, and to me, there's nothing better than to play a sport with 50 guys.
Big Daddy, Big Bubbly. Leroy, who you want? You want to call it? You want me to call it?
Yeah, I'll call it.
You want to call it?
Yeah, y'all want the ball?
Let's see. Dang it, you call it.
Football is a great way to learn from your mistakes.
Brett takes in the pocket, guns the right side.
Nice play, Sam. God, I can't throw a spiral. I was trying to put it here, but it went.
I thought he was going to tip it.
You can learn a lot about life through football because you learn to rely on each other.
Hey, Mark! Mark! Good job.
You also learn to lead.
Let's go now. We got to get it started right now. Right now. Blue 58, 36.
Favre takes, pops once, looks the middle, throws.
He's got him! Touchdown! What is that? Comeback number 15, Wayne.
You learn that you have to take the initiative in football. Otherwise, you're going to get your head knocked off.
Blue 58. Damn, right in the. Yeah. That wasn't nothing to grab onto, was it?
The rewards out of football is much greater than the downs. There's been games where I lost, and I look back on them today, and thank God that I had a chance to play in them.
They'll be talking about this for a long time.
You have to go through the bottom sometimes to get to the top.
It is a win for the Packers and a third straight visit to the NFC Championship game.
I don't think there's a more exciting thing to do than to throw a touchdown or to score a touchdown.
He's to the 30, the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and a touchdown for Brett Favre.
So hard not only to get on the field and to touch the football and run it or throw it, but to get into the end zone.
Pops it over the middle. He's got Bradford to the 10, keeps his footing to the 5. Touchdown!
To me, it's like hitting a hole in one in golf.
No, that's wet.
It rarely happens. To have that opportunity to do it, I don't think there's anything better.
Green 18th hit.
Favre straight back in the pocket. Here they come. There he goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Robert Brooks.
That guy is unbelievable. That guy's unbelievable throwing the ball. I mean, hey, that's unbelievable. You can't do nothing about that, man.
To hear things like this, to hear people say, you know, I would pay X amount of money to go watch Brett Favre play. It may be good, it may be bad, but I love to watch him play. That's the way I play the game.
I got to see this. This Favre out here. Brett Favre.
Green 19th hit.
But I will give you everything I got, and I will compete to the end. I think people appreciate that.
He runs to the 5, touchdown for Brett Favre.
I want to hold the Brett jersey.
I'm going to get you one. We're going to send it to you this week.
Can't say how thankful I am for all the success I've had. My dreams have come true, and then some. I mean, I always dreamed of playing pro football. I never dreamed of winning an MVP. I never dreamed of winning the Super Bowl.
Look at this celebration.
To play with such great players and to be coached by great coaches.
You're in brown slot. Go to a 50. Go to 50 spot.
It's a dream come true.
Goes straight back in the pocket. He's got to get rid of the ball. He got rid of it. He throws it. Touchdown!
You playing? I heard you were retiring on the paper this morning. You give us a half, anyways.
I've talked to my wife about it so many times that the day I wake up and it's not as fun as it used to be, then that's the day I retire, because right now I still feel like that 5th grade kid who was scoring touchdowns. And until that day happens, I'm just going to keep playing, and as long as my body will hold up, I'll keep enjoying it.
What a throw! Favre put it right on the money.
Brett Favre is something else. This is the best thing that's happened in Green Bay in a long time.
This NFL Films production has been brought to you by the National Football League. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com.